Howdy, howdy, and welcome to another wonderful trash take. Today we're talking about Adin Ross. I'm going to call him the king of kick. I know little to nothing about him besides he got swatted quite a few times. Would always get super upset and butthurt about that, which I mean is understandable. When the police are involved with SWAT, there's a chance of someone getting unlifed, so you got to be careful with that. And respectably so. I don't think that should happen to anyone, but I remember him constantly getting swatted like 3 or 4 days in a row. He made the big change over to kick. He burned a bunch of bridges. There's only 2 genders, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he's normally not someone I cover. I just would do some drama about him, but unfortunately, he has a funny video where he's talking with Andrew Tate. And if you don't know, he believes in celibacy and has stopped slapping the salami, jerking the gherkin, beating the meat, and you know what I'm talking about. He stopped playing with himself. And he came out to the reason as to why. And I just want to let this play, and I want y'all to know this because I think this is the funniest thing I've seen, and I'll dive into it more. But for now, here's the clip.
If you could have visitors or not.
Yeah, I am allowed.
Andrew,
visitors,
you know you
yes.
actually helped me stop masturbating because every time that I would masturbate, I would think of you, and I'd be like, "Nah, this is not right. I'm gonna stop."
What the fuck?
I said I'm gonna stop doing this shit now. No, for real, you put it in my brain. Nah, I haven't done it in months. Swear to God.
Yeah, that's something a straight man would say out of nowhere to another guy on a podcast when someone's asking him about his compound, because if y'all don't know, he's under a bunch of things for trafficking of some kind, doing some bad stuff to some women, and he's been in jail for like he got put in jail for like 6 months, and they put him on house arrest. I don't know if he's guilty. I haven't looked into it. I know he's got a bunch of edgy clips back in the day of him saying some stupid stuff, and then now most of the stuff he just says is more right-winger than anything. But yeah, I saw this clip and I just out of nowhere, Adin admits to when he was slapping the salami, all he's thinking about is another man, and you know, like he decided that's wrong to do, and okay, but like you couldn't waterboard me to get that information out of me that I'm thinking about another man if I'm touching little Justin, you know what I'm saying? Like you could not torture me enough for me to say that, and here's Adin just casually out of nowhere, and Tate doesn't react. I think that's one of the Paul brothers, either Jake or one of the other ones. I don't know. There's 2 of them, and they look the same to me. But even he's thrown back through a loop like, yo, where did this come from? Out of nowhere, Adin Ross is saying he would think about other men when he was touching his junk, and like, brother, I think that means you're gay. I don't know what to tell you, but if you're thinking about other men when you're doing that, that's not a sign of a straight man. I don't know. I saw this and I thought this was hilarious. This is absolutely stupid, just out of nowhere, just admitting that to the guy that you're talking to as well. That's Andrew Tate. That's the guy you think about when you touch your meat, and you just tell him that. If another man told me that, I would have a few words for him. Andrew Tate just sits there silent, and it's like kind of reminds me of a disappointed father. He's just like. I think that's the best reaction you could have, because that is an absolute fumble. That is not something you should ever admit, and to someone to admit that to you live, I think he did a good part there by not commenting. And I don't know if he goes on to comment later. I just saw this little clip, this little segment, and no context out of nowhere says this business, and then goes back to it like nothing happened. And then I'd be like, yo, bro, hold on, slow down, run that back. What the hell did you just say to me? I don't know. I thought this was stupid, and I was like, yep, that's Adin Ross. From everything I've looked into, he's just one of those guys who just does random stuff. He had those videos going around where he's like telling people, I'll donate $1,000 if you go punch your brother in the face, if you slam your car into a tree, if you go basically piss on your brother while he's sleeping. He was doing a bunch of weird stuff that was borderline domestic abuse, and like telling people he'll pay him to do it. And I think the furthest he got was getting someone to slam a pie into someone that was sleeping on a bed. That just messed up, but that's the kind of things is he doesn't really do anything besides, I'm a max autist, and I gotta be a max autist 24/7 because that's what chat likes. And I don't know. That's it. Yeah, that's the video today of Adin Ross admitting to pleasuring himself while thinking about other men. Technically, not pleasuring himself, because when he starts to think about other men. I don't know. This seems like a coming out of the closet kind of moment, but he's trying to fight it. To each their own, though. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I thought this was hilarious, so yeah, I wanted to share it. Thank y'all very much. Hope you had a wonderful time. Feel free to like the video, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, later.